Hello, and welcome to Studio 220. My name is Mike Jones, and I work for Indiana Wesleyan University's Center for Learning and Innovation. And this video space is located in Marion, Indiana. If you have a need for video in the courses that you do and the work that you do as a staff member, communication outside of what you do for work, say for marketing purposes with our marketing team, this is a space to come to. We'd be glad to have you contact us. We'll set up a pre-production meeting, talk about your needs and ideas, and see how we can implement them for you. But for now, let me give you a quick 360-degree tour of our video space. If you're watching this in a format that doesn't allow you to touch the screen and move right or left, please try opening the link directly in YouTube or Vimeo, wherever you found this link, and that should allow you then to move around the screen and see things proportionately. So let's start over here. This area of our studio is set up for classrooms or meeting spaces that you want to record that meeting or that class. We also have a logo wall, which allows for quick, like Indiana Wesleyan related updates and news pieces, or maybe it's a quick course update that you want to shoot. We can do that against that logo wall. Let's move over now to what's currently set up for video podcasting. We're going to be doing a weekly podcast where we talk on hot topics about education or things that affect education in and around the university. We can have scholars come in from around the world via electronic communication devices such as Skype or Facebook Live and have conversations live with our audience here in the studio, or with our hosts in the studio rather, and talk about those topics and work through them for informational purposes for the school. These walls, one side is barnwood, one side is brick, can be reversed. We can also configure them differently depending upon your video needs. We've got quite a bit of equipment we've been blessed with here at the university. I'm talking to you right now through a lav microphone as well as through the microphones on the 360 camera. But we also have the ability to use what's called a boom mic. So it's got a boom arm which extends, and also what's called a shotgun microphone, or a boom mic. This currently has a wind guard on it. We wouldn't need that in the studio, but that's for outdoor work, studio work. We use the Canon C100 cameras here in the studio. They gave us great color depth and good lighting, so we can have fairly low light situations and capture that with these larger lenses. And this has a in-studio teleprompter. Now this one's not mobile. We wouldn't want to carry this around. It's pretty heavy. But it allows us to either project the face of, say, somebody that's dialed in and having a conversation with our hosts, or we can put script, the actual words of the script on that screen and have them scroll in case there's something that needs to be said exactly the same way. We can do that for our hosts as well. The lighting that we use here is primarily either CFL or LED, which means they have very low heat registers, which keeps the temperature of our studio down, which is very useful when you get under the pressure of having to make sure your takes take correctly. Speaking of a teleprompter, we also have a mobile teleprompter system. This vest, a spring-loaded arm, and this camera piece here, which I'll show you. The mobile teleprompter allows us to balance the camera and move it around space without being jerky like it would be if we were walking and trying to do this handheld. By using the vest and the arm, we're able to do very smooth movements. So say someone wanted to start sitting at their desk and stand up and then move over to a copy machine, grab a piece of paper, and then talk and walk towards us down a hallway. This type of device allows us to capture that movement while still giving them their script on the screen. And it takes all of the jerky movements or the bounce out of our step when the camera begins rolling and recording. All right, the space also comes equipped with a black wraparound curtain and a white wraparound curtain. And we can move this from that corner of the room to that corner of the room and change the floor color as well. So we can do completely white, completely black, or a combination of the two. We also have some cyclorama lights, which aren't working currently because we're getting them connected with the right cables, but they can throw color washes on these walls as well. Another unique item to this space is this green wall. Now, green screen, traditionally in Hollywood and blockbuster films, is used to put people in places that they aren't necessarily. So an idea of that might be we may want a title to come and fly out of space and come around someone. Or we want to put someone in an exotic location, like, say, a hobbit hole. Oh, now they're in a hobbit hole. So this allows us to modify the background without changing where the location is. So we can go across the world and put people in new and unique places. We can also put animated characters that we can interact with, or other types of digital interfaces, just to add that little extra piece of cool to the pieces that we make for you here in the studio. This styrofoam head is used for lighting purposes. It helps us to put the lights in the right places before our talent actually get on set and save some time. You'll also notice around the room some various pieces of furniture. We've got a couple more tables that we can set up. We've got stools and footstools, podiums and pedestals. So whatever it is you need for your productions here at the studio, we're happy to work with you and talk through what the options and the possibilities are. Hopefully this tour of the studio gives you a little better idea of some of the equipment and resources available to you as faculty and staff here at IWU. Have a great day, and thank you for walking through this 360-degree tour of the CLI studio.